Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, the Datebites, here with my boy, EzCompany Collectibles. Bro,
what's going on?
Yo, everything's working. Everything's working, bro.
Everything's fine and dandy. I had a little bit of camera issues, but I'm here.
Dude,
Easy.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like you were saying, it was a software issue.
It was a software issue. So
it's working. It's working.
On my end, I suck, but on this end, we rock. All right,
we're rocking. Yeah, I'm hoping that we do this more often. We've been trying to get this video stream going with Easy for a good minute. It's just been
a few people have actually asked me, but I'm like, I can't. I just don't have time. And whenever I have time, I try to grab it, and that way I can tune in, because Geeking Out is one of them channels I got to be on. So
yeah, man, dude, this true story. Because I'm freaking $60,000 in freaking hot toy debt is because of this man right here.
And credit cards. That's a lot. You've grown a lot. That, like, right now, you've surpassed me. As you can see, a massive Hulkbuster right there. You've really surprised me. Like, look at the amount of grails you have behind you. Generso, Chariot Way, freaking Hulkbuster, Rogue One line going on. Everything's back there.
Yeah, man. And also, I've been hunting. Like, a lot of these figures, I just hunting for good prices. Like, decent prices, like literally close to retail prices. So I didn't really. The most I spent on a Grail was about $350 or $375, and that was the Yondu and the Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, those are pretty good figures though. They're worth even that price. Me, I'm a retail. They call me a retail whore, but that's what I am. Because whenever I hunt, I want retail. If it's above, like, plus shipping, and I'm like, hey. But I love retail figures, man. They get me going. That's why I don't have some of my grails. Like, I want a Chariot Imwe, I want Generso. I had the Generso and Imperial Disguise back then, and I sold it for $220, and now it's going for like $4 or $5, something like that.
Oh wow!
But oh well.
Now, I'm just laying the Vader down. This is the 40th anniversary Vader I'm going to be unboxing for tonight's stream, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm going to do a May 3rd into May 4th stream, and I'll be unboxing this figure. A lot of people are asking to compare this figure with all my Vaders. I got like 4 Vaders in my collection, so
I need a Vader. Speaking of Vader, I need a Vader. Surprisingly, I never had a Vader till this day. I have all the Darths, but I don't have a Vader. Yeah, I had a lot of Mauls, but the Return of the Jedi Vader, that's my ultimate thing, and I hope they make Return of the Jedi Vader a DX, come in all the foam and a pretty box, maybe a Death Star theme box, and his full Anakin head sculpt, and just deck him out with accessories, because that's the ultimate Vader for me. I've been waiting on that Vader.
Then how would that be possible, turning into a DX? Like, is there not a lot? I don't think there's a lot of accessories for the Return of Jedi Vader. The only thing is just the head sculpt. Oh, that's right. You want the purse system for the eyes.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of rolling eyes.
Yeah.
And then just fancier packaging, like they did with basically Ahsoka. They really didn't. I mean, if you look at it, it's really not that DX. Like, what's so DX about it? I mean, there's nothing accessory. I mean, like a lamp and Grogu with articulated arms. That's not.
Yeah, I saw your bypass video. I know you were kind of like about it, but also it's Ahsoka. You can't say
Ahsoka.
no.
And there's a lot of quality in her. I mean, if you look at the tailoring and details that went into that figure, it's amazing. So
I love the one thing I love about your videos when you do your bypass. You have an eye for the material, because you were talking about the Scout Trooper. You were talking about the Scout Trooper, and you were saying that look at the pricing of this figure and compare it to the pricing of people that actually do weathering, and this figure should have been $400 easy.
Yep, that type of weathering, because I did it. I weathered a Sideshow Scout Trooper for someone, and it skyrockets once you put in paint apps and hours and custom work. It's just, and Hottoys nailed it for $200. That's something. I mean, you really think It's boxed up right now, the Scout Trooper. But you really think that thing is custom made? I mean, that thing is just amazing. That thing is perfect. What a perfect figure Hot Toys did with the Scout Trooper.
No, it's. I even commented. I was like, it's perfection, literally. And I'm surprised you didn't go and grab the Scout bike with it.
Oh, I did. It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is gonna get one bike with Scout and then one just to Scout, because there were two dudes. There were just two dudes doing their jobs and punching babies, and I gotta have both.
Punching babies. Instead of kissing babies, you punching babies.
I want one of them punching Grogu in the face. I'm gonna have a little setup. It's kind of. Some people might be all triggered by that, but I love it. I love that he punched a baby.
True story. My new thing now is are you out of your mind? And it's whenever someone makes a comment on a live stream, or Hot Toys does something out of your mind, and I just throw something towards the camera. I threw like one of them Hasbro Grogu's that had on me, and I threw it across the room, and someone got triggered by that. I'm like, bro, why you guys? My wife got mad at you.
Exactly. The internet has gone bizarro. I mean, nowadays things are a lot different than it used to be. And it'll keep changing because that's how the humans are. We just destroy ourselves. But that's crazy. I mean, even when Baby Yoda or Grogu started eating those eggs, people are like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "How do you?" I want to eat one of those. Canceled. It's like Star Wars Boba like bubbly teas. I love them. I would eat them,
bruh. Dude. There's a lot of craziness, but. I'm just hoping things, start coming down in the long run. But at least we got the Hot Toys. At least we got the Hot Toys.
May the 4th stuff, man.
May the 4th be with you. We are on May the 3rd, and they are dropping fire.
They're dropping. A lot of people kind of they dropped like a good teaser. I feel the Bad Batch 5s. So with this right here. I'm ecstatic because I love the Clone Wars, man. I love them. I don't know how you feel about the Clone Wars, but I love it. People were expecting something more iconic, like General Grievous, or what I really need is a Mace Windu. I'm sick of waiting for a Mace Windu.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, why is that? I hear that. You hear that? I hear the echo. Okay.
Do you hear?
That's better. Okay. So you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So speaking of Clone Wars, I love Clone Wars. I think it's one of the reasons why Star Wars is still happening. Thanks to Dave Filoni and his Clone Wars, and also Hot Toys right now has over 40 pre-orders, and it's nothing but Mandalorian and prequels, literally.
Yeah, and the problem is that. All these things, even with the EndGame figures, I don't like they're releasing 2 years later after the show is done and gone and all the hype has disappeared. That's another thing Hot Toys needs to fix up. I mean, they can't do it per licensing and releasing and time frames, and I don't know what's going on. But 2 years later after the show is dead and gone, I mean, this stuff is coming out. But I'm glad we're getting them at least.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting more Clone Wars stuff. I love the Clone Wars, like I said. But now, as far as Mace Windu is concerned, I think if they're going to release a Mace Windu, it has to be the Revenge of the Sith Mace Windu. Which also, I do want to apologize. I did say 2023 was the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. No, it's not. It's the 2005. My bad.
You're canceled.
I'm canceled. No,
you're canceled.
No, not like this.
Cancel culture.
But true story though, it's gonna have to be Revenge of the Sith Mace Windu if they do release it.
Oh yeah, I don't see any other Mace capable of being released besides Revenge of the Sith one because, but what makes it Revenge of the Sith Mace Windu for you? He's pretty similar in all three movies. I mean,
basically, if it's possible, I'm talking like Aries. If Hot Toys can deliver kind of like the arm swap where it's just chopped off, and then you have him screaming and hollering.
That would be brutal. And then a lot of people were also talking about him coming with a Jango Fett head.
Really?
Just the head. I'm like, I doubt they would go that far, but it is a cool little Easter egg. They have done cool little Easter eggs before. I can't remember some.
But you know what? Because they came out with the Attack of the Clones Yoda, I also can see them just doing a Mace Windu for Attack of the Clones, because that was his pretty much first appearance with the purple lightsaber, and it makes sense. There's not much of a difference with Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
just the chopped up arm.
I mean, in the Phantom Menace, there was a big difference in the celebration at the very end when it wasn't even Samuel L. Jackson. Imagine they do it from that version. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about? When they used a stand-in for Samuel L. Jackson, and it didn't even look nothing like the guy. I was like,
behind the scenes, baby. They're behind the scenes videos.
Let's just use some random dude. Okay.
Oh my God! What if that does happen? Hottoys is not paying attention, and they're grabbing the head sculpt. They're working
off of that guy.
Yeah, off that guy. Like, that doesn't look like Mace Windu. Oh crap! They picked the wrong guy.
Wait a minute. Man, that would be funny. But Bad Batch. So a lot of people saying, okay, this one's made. As we can see, the back of the rear back of him. They're going to make everyone else.
Here's the problem, though. I don't think they will.
I think they will.
Here's the thing, though. They're all too unique. The only way I feel that they'll probably do all of them is they just cut down the head sculpts and just add the helmets, and that's it. That's the only way we're probably... The only two people I can definitely see head sculpts happening is Hunter, which is very unique, and Echo. Those are the only two guys I see they're going to do work on the head sculpts.
So you just brought that up. I didn't even think of head sculpts. I didn't even think of head sculpts just now, because I was thinking them as just clones. That's pretty good assumption, because who knows if they do it, that would be awesome. But I do think they will do all of them. I'm not sure on the head sculpts. I think they're going to do all of them because they are showing. And then Bad Batch, why would you have one? You know,
exactly. Here's the thing, though. There's a lot of talks that we might get a Bad Batch Tarkin, General Tarkin. Right, like I had a list of all the possible ideas from Enigma Toys. They dropped a whole 8 figures that Hottoys is looking to release or reveal on May the 4th, right? And one of them was Tarkin, the other one was Star Sidious, and the last mofo Jedi Mace Windu. But Tarkin was one of them, and he does appear in Bad Batch.
I'm wondering what version of Tarkin. What kind of version? Like, what's so different than this one right here in the back? Where's my finger?
Okay, so yeah, that Tarkin right there that you see, the one right there you see right next to that Leia or Luke?
That is Krennic, and that's
Krennic.
Yeah, that's right in the other shelf.
Okay. But, so yeah, the Tarkin you see there, that's the Grand Moff Tarkin. So you got the ranking is different. There's no yellow on the Tarkin from Bad Batch. The hair is browner, right?
Okay, so he would be like more Republic general.
Yeah, he'd be more Republic general. Yes. Yeah, we talked about it on another stream. I think yesterday's stream about how we feel how they would go down. So it'll be a whole different Tarkin in a way if they make him a little younger. I don't think they need to make him younger. All they have to do is just dye up the hair a bit and just change up the ranking.
And he's in high demand, so I do see them doing that. Another rumor being Luke from The Mandalorian with a R2 bundle. There's lots of stuff.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Hot Collectibles. I know Jeddah said it. And so many people are saying Mandalorian Luke.
And when that happens, it's likely. It's likely going to happen. When all the big guys like Hot Collectibles, these guys trust their sources.
Yeah, but yeah, and then here's another one where, I'm if they do introduce all these Bad Batch figures, this line is going to be crazy to collect. Like you're talking at least 7 figures from this line.
What's your problem? You look at you.
No. That's not the problem. That's not the problem.
Zoom in on your collection.
Zoom in on my collection. Okay, look, this is like $60,000 in debt right now. With
right.
Okay, I just threw $60,000 at this. Okay, thank you, stimulus checks.
Yo.
No. I want to work out a different angle sometimes to get a better view, because I know people be watching my videos and live streams. They be like, "I'm trying to peek at what you got."
Yeah, I bet people are trying to like see the legs of like it looks like Captain Marvel up there. I was trying to do it earlier. I was like Thor, Captain Marvel up there.
Yeah, I got my Marvel line up here.
Yeah,
which I'm thinking of moving towards the Thanos display I have over there. But then I'm gonna make this whole this whole China cabinet a freaking Star Wars cabinet. Everything Star Wars here.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I've seen Rick Blaine Collection, I think, is on Instagram. He makes dioramas out of his displays, in which I'm thinking with the Maji cases that not sure Maji cases are not to go with, but they make for nice landscape designs because they're wide and open. And I was thinking about making like little scenarios, like even like I want Scout Troopers punching babies. I want like Luke fighting through Endor. And it makes it look cool. So
with the Maji cases, you can pretty much recreate those moments with those diorama pieces because there's so much space.
Yeah. Details. I can't even put a speeder in it, so I don't know how. I don't think you can. You can't.
I think you can angle it, like
angle it diagonally,
like pivot,
like, pivot it, turn it kind of up, and then make space. Yeah, probably. But,
yeah.
So what else? What else do you think for May 4th?
It's gonna be Bespin Luke. Like, come
Bespin
on,
Luke?
like it's been teased so many times. We've gotten it so many times with the con exclusives, not con exclusive, but con reveals. This is about that time, and we missed the window with 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and I thought they would have done Han 40th for Bespin Han. I thought they would have done because they did Bespin Leia, and I was like, okay, here we go, Bespin Han, Bespin Luke. You know, they did Lando, and I was like, we're getting them, but nothing. I mean, I hate when they do these prototypes, right? They do these magnificent prototypes to give us. I mean, some of them aren't the best, like Padme, but we had Kit Fisto, we had some droids, we had
the B1s, the
B2s, and nothing, and we don't have nothing out of them, and we just keep getting new and new and new releases, and obviously they have to go with the train and the trends, but we want those figures. We don't want them to be forgotten either. Now,
I think because with the hype of Bad Batch.
Yeah,
I think we might see some B1s coming in and B2s.
Oh yeah, that's true. But then I don't want those Clone Wars clunky, chunky looking, animated looking ones. I want the realistic versions.
Oh, well, they probably will turn because kind of like what they did with the Clone Troopers. They are literally the realistic
versions, yes.
Of Revenge of the Sith, but in the Clone Wars packaging. So they're probably going to do the same thing.
And I like that they did that. It was probably a hard endeavor to make. Like you look at Clone Wars Mall and the realistic mall of like Solo Mall right there. That mall right there is like 10 times more badass because of unique features about his robot legs. And Clone Wars Malls, it just completely blocks it up and it makes it cartoony and weird looking. To me, it's just not my mall. So I'm glad they went basically realistic with the Clone Wars versions because that just knocks it out of the park. I mean, it matches with the rest of your display. Everything flows together.
I think I saw I think you explained it pretty well on your bypass video on the Anakins when you first released them. Like people were complaining, oh, it should have been more animated.
Should have been animated. Should have been this. And I'm like, no, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't go. It just. I mean, it would look like that side of your room is all animated cartoony figures, and it just wouldn't flow.
Yeah,
you know?
they gotta consider the overall collection, and the thing is, they're movie masterpieces, so they have to. They're gonna be live, which is fine. I think it was fine, and also people were asking for another Anakin. This was their way of getting another Anakin. Is going with the Clone Wars, and that's the thing, though. I think because of all this hype with the prequels and Mandalorian, it's gonna be a wave of these figures. And another thing. There's a lot of talks. Like, Company Collectibles was one of the first that dropped this. It was a DX Mandalorian, right? And it was supposed to be Din Djarin, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think we are getting another DX. I think we're done with DXs for the year because we got the Ahsoka, and then we had the DX-19 DX, and then, the two... Yeah, I think we're done with... they only do 3 reveals for DXs every year, right?
I'm not even sure. I don't even keep track of that count, but we were supposed to get even Joker as a DX. I mean, Not supposed to. More so just because of Batman, we thought, Joker's coming, but they dropped Ahsoka instead. So I don't know how many DXs they'll do in a year. And like that Mando you said, that was, according to the people who know the information, that was really coming. That was coming for sure, 100%. And still, we don't know. I'm still checking my phone on updates. Maybe something's popping up. So who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll get some surprises.
So yeah, as a DX Din Djarin, if honestly the Beskar Mando and all the accessories, that's literally DX.
Yeah,
the
that
Beskar,
was insane.
With the baby Grogu, that's literally a DX release. It's not a DX packaging. That's so much stuff for that price.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that in order to do a DX for Din Djarin, for Mark III Mandalorian, it's gonna have to have the swoop bike. It's gonna have to have the head sculpt, like Pedro Pascal's head sculpt.
Yeah.
And moving eyes, rolling eyes, and just what would it be fine with if they do like a battle damage pieces with it as well?
That'd be cool, yeah. That would be super DX. Yes. I mean, because he doesn't really have much accessories that you wouldn't repackage, so you can do like damage swap out parts. And the rolling eye system, to me, I know it's only DX, but I think that should be a standard as well as ratcheted joints. I mean, me and my ratcheted joint issue.
You keep preaching that, bro.
I keep preaching it.
Question: when do they choose to use ratcheted joints? I know you keep preaching about it, and you do notice it that when they do not use it. So
it's more familiarized in the heavy characters like Heavy Mando, Iron Man's, and stuff like that. The more heavier characters, and also dynamic characters such as Spider-Man. But then I think in the upgraded suit Spider-Man, it didn't have ratcheted joints, which is a must because sometimes the suit works against your pose and goes back and I want to lock it in. So I think they should start doing ratchet joints for everything. Now they've been incorporating ratchet joints slightly. I don't know what kind of ratchet system it is because there's like a strong versus weak. And Scout had very weak ratcheted joint. You can feel the ratchets. You can feel them in there, but they're almost loose ratchets. And I kind of like that because it kind of locks it in the pose. And then Tony Stark's quantum suit, that's jump space, whatever time, that also had slightly ratchety.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
That one had ratchet joints?
It's not the ratchet you know from like Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it moves smoothly, but you kind of feel the ratchet.
Did you upload a review on that yet?
Oh shoot! Actually, I'm supposed to put it live in an hour. Well, less than an hour.
Okay.
So it'll go up.
Okay, because I didn't see that. I was like, oh crap! I didn't see that review. Yeah, I saw the Scout review. I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
I'm supposed to drop it. I can drop it anytime soon. But that's a step up, and I think they should add that in all elbows and knees. That's a must.
Okay, so I guess it'll be a good segue into the pricing of how Hot Toys is growing. Like, I know the company's growing, and they're doing fantastic with their figures. Depends on which figure they're working on, but these days. But the quality is still there. But the problem is, at what point do we say no to the pricing? Because I only started collecting. This is my second year collecting Hot Toys, right? This is my year 2. Right?
You've dived. You nosedived.
Yes. I freaking nosedived in. Like no equipment, nothing. Just went. Okay, like I'm drowning.
That's right.
But the thing is, like, you that been and a lot of people have been collecting for years, and you guys have been noticing the prices have been increasing. How do you feel about that? Because I don't feel anything for that because I'm just year 2. It's like I wasn't here when Hot Toys were at like the highest amount was at $230.
The first Hot Toys I got, surprisingly, I think I've been in collecting for 5-6 years, and collecting Hot Toys. And the first Hot Toys I got was this right here, the Hot Toys Shock Trooper. That retailed at $219, I believe. And that had okay weathering with okay accessories. I mean, it came with a backpack because it was a video game masterpiece, and It had okay weathering, and even myself at the time, I was like, it's whatever weathering. Now for $229, with about the same accessories, same exact base, we're still getting those Tatooine bases repainted. I hate that. But same accessories, and for $10 more, $229. Look at the Scout Troopers weathering. Look at the jump of weathering they did in just $10. I think pricing for Hot Toys is still there. On some pieces, on a rare occasion, Hot Toys will rip you apart. The new Falcon, Captain America, my controversial figure. Thanos?
What, Thanos?
What'd you say?
No, Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Oh, Sam Wilson. Yeah. His figure was $250 a few years back for the Civil War. Now it's up above $400 for pretty much the same thing. I think Hot Toys rides you on some of these figures. It's a business motive.
Also, you got to consider it is Hot Toys does see the brand is Marvel, and it's their money maker.
It sells. So people are going to jump after that. And countless people I've seen just say yes to it because of the love of the figure.
But here's my question,
character.
Wasn't Sam Wilson's Falcon from Civil War was overpriced at the time compared to other figures?
Probably at the time, because they haven't done anything with a wingspan and large and stuff like that. But now you look at the Wonder Woman golden suit with the wings, it's over $300. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that's steep. And now we have Captain America with wings, and he's over $400. And holy hot damn. Like, that's, I don't know where that pricing comes from. But as far as like everyday average pricing for normal figures, I think they're spot on. Even the Ahsoka release, it's a bit pricey. But for what you get in, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of work and detail and a lot of paint going in. And it's not a custom. It's coming out of a officially licensed production line that they're paying fees. They're paying all these American fees to get it sold out here in the Americas. I mean, we're getting them at a really great price. But the pieces like that Wonder Woman, Captain America, it's insane. Even the 2 set with the Boba Fett 2-figure set.
Ooh, that's one. I definitely want to talk to you about that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I really want to talk to you about that. How did you feel about this is the only 2-pack that has this head sculpt. You know, that's the only way. Has Hot Toys ever done that? But you've been collecting over 6 years. Have Hot Toys ever done it? And if it's going to be something of a trend later on with other figures?
The only other time that we saw it was Bespin and Luke, right? With the 2-pack, and you get 2 different heads. But other than that, I've never seen anything like that. And I like it because you basically getting 2 figures that always you'd buy anyway. And I like that they did that.
Because here's the thing, there's people out there that do complain about that setup because they're like, wait a minute, you know what?
If I want one end, you can't get the other.
Exactly. Kind of like what happened with the Nightmare Batman, where, okay, I want the reissue Nightmare Batman, but I don't want the Superman. I want the Superman, but I don't want the Nightmare Batman. You know?
That's funny because I have the Nightmare Batman. I just wanted Superman. I mean, that's the only way I can get the black suited Superman? Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I just sold my Nightmare Batman and just
paid it off.
Yeah, and paid off that one. So, I mean, as a collector, you got to be smart. You got to be smart. Really, I mean, if a company wants to sell you something, and if you just buy everything all out, you're gonna go broke. So it's up to you to be a smart individual with a burn and do what you do. You know, do what you have to. Like I sold my Nightmare Batman, and it's paid off now for the 2-pack. I mean, boom. And the Nightmare Batman, I get a new pleathery suit, which I was worried after time that jacket. I hate pleather.
Yeah, it would deteriorate. I'm starting to see the flaking on my figures. It's not all of them. It's one particular one, which is the Winter Soldier 2.0. No, not Winter Soldier. I wish there's a Winter Soldier 2.0. Yeah. The original Winter Soldier, which I bought loose. There is some flaking happening at the bottom of the pleather vest. And I've been doing all the work. I've been adding the 303. I've been taking care of it. But one day, I just, removed it. You know what? Let me add some 303
and it just
yeah, it's right there. It's that little. I was like, oh crap, it's happening.
Yeah, and it. Luckily, for my collection, I've never seen it. I probably don't even keep figures that long. It's a bad habit. I trade in. I just trade in my figures. I basically keep the new ones updated, but I haven't had it happen to me. I do have a dehumidifier, and I try to keep the room temperatures even all the time, 24 hours a day, a week. And it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened to me. So, because I hate it, and it's never happened to me. And knock on wood, but
knock on wood. Yes.
I never is what I think people buy pre-owned figures that you start seeing. I think people handle their figures too much. Goes from your hands and stuff like that goes figure. And I think that's what messed up. I don't figures. Once I pose them, I do my shove them in the detolf. I never touch them again. I don't care about reposing. If I want, I gently touch. I try to touch on cloth rather than the leather, pleather, or the plastics. The oils that come out of my fingers are like literally acid. I swear, over time it'll kill these things. So that even on bust coming in, I got the Lies bust for Batman and Superman. That was bad. But like those, you can't touch with your bare hands, otherwise you'll mess up the silicon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's medical grade silicon, and it feels like real skin, and you can kiss them, and you have that same feeling of kissing
Dude, that's just wild how things are progressing with how the pleather is degrading, and it sucks. The thing is, I'm fine with my loose Winter Soldier. I think it just adds more to the battle damage to it, but I do really want
battle damage.
I'm really hoping that Hottoys does deliver us the 2.0 Winter Soldier from the flashbacks of the show, and help us out with that, because some of these figures do need an update because the pleather is not lasting.
I don't know what it'll be more expensive, but aren't we already at more expensive with Hottoys? Prices has been climbing, but there's that one issue pleather. In the beginning they used real leather with the T800 Terminator.
Yeah, I have it right here, the DX13.
Yeah, Nate's just, I got that one back here. He's got everything now, but it has real. Is it? You see any signs of flaking? Like, no. Does it look? It looks just as like new.
No,
right?
it looks like a literal leather figure. Like it's the only other thing is I would like to update the body, but that's about it, because I think the body is pretty old. So I wouldn't mind like switching out the clothings to add to a new body, but that's about it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's what the thing with increasing pricing. I want to see product, increase in value, and I want to see leather used instead of pleather or some other material. Whereas they're using, like on Darth Maul's boots back here on the Phantom Menace one, they use that vinyl rubbery plastic in his split boot design. Where is it there? Yep. Instead of this pleather up here, which it's more realistic looking at first, but in time it's going to get so badly worn to the point where I don't want to keep it. Anything that gets damaged to me, I just want to throw it away, like myself. So I want them to do that kind of stuff instead of upgrading paint apps or stuff like that. Like, keep the price down on the paint apps, and let's start with the materials now.
So that's what you feel like, even though we are rising in prices. At the end of the day, these are the luxury pieces.
Yeah.
People that complain about the prices, I'm like, you do know it's not an investment. People do consider these an investment, but you gotta realize these figures don't last as long. Okay?
Yeah, and I don't know if you do it too, but even in mine, when I collect, I don't collect for myself as an investment. Like, I got this much money and this much I can sell. I don't even look at that. I just look at, hey, I love the figure. It's $500. Oh well. Too bad. There's pieces that I bought that's $3,000. It's not a Hottoys. It's other like life-size stuff. I wouldn't see myself buying it, but I love it so much you just buy it because that's when you start getting too scared of your collection. I feel. I don't know. I think it puts too much fear in your collection, worrying about degrading values and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, a lot more pressure on you because I think that's the reason why a lot of people are actually moving away from 1/6 scale figures and into statues.
Mm-hmm. I'm moving into statues. It's just that some like Hot Toys didn't put out for us for a while. I mean, I don't think we didn't have much for, it was like a dead month or two in the past month or two. And we weren't getting anything. So now we got May the 4th. I think they were just saving up for May the 4th.
Yeah,
really.
That's why I feel like it was, because it was a slow build for these past few months. I know because of the pandemic and stuff, but yeah, there was no communication. A lot of people were complaining that Hot Toys, you got to communicate with your people. And then Hot Toys like, no, we don't. we'll put out what we want to put out. You buy it.
Hot Toys is like, nah, fam, you'll just buy it when the pre-order drops. Shut up. We're gonna reissue something anyway. Here's a repaint.
Exactly. And then everyone goes out of their minds.
Yeah, like,
and
oh my God.
I literally feel that Hot Toys, are you out of your freaking mind? Delivering us the tease for Bad Batch, because like literally, you know how many damn figures that you're gonna be coming out with because of this tease? You know, it's not even the squad. What about the bad guys troopers in there? You know, like maybe the Coruscant Guard Commando that we see in the trailer with Tarkin. You know, there's different ways they can do this.
They ignite a whole playing field when they show something. I like it. They have great marketing. I love their marketing. They'll get you. They'll get you on marketing because they'll anticipate a whole level. Like when they released the Shock Troopers for Hot Toys, which I love, the Coruscant Guards. They say under Commander Fox's regiment,
right,
whatever.
Yes.
And I'm like, Commander Fox? You mean there's gonna be a Commander Fox? And then like till now, I'm like, Commander Fox, but we still haven't seen anything, you know. And I hate that. Hot Toys just like, here's you some beef.
You know what's funny? With the recent releases, I feel Hot Toys has stopped doing promo teases in their pictures.
Yeah.
Remember the last one that they did this on was I think
Mando and Ahsoka. No, because Mando had the spear.
Yeah.
In the Dark Troopers.
Well,
images.
You can't even count. Yeah, the Mando.
Luke,
yeah.
Luke.
Mm-hmm.
We had Bespin Han teased there.
But that was years ago, though.
Episode 1, Obi-Wan with Qui-Gon.
Mm-hmm.
Just forgot about him, man.
Yeah. I feel like Hot Toys, they are going to stop doing promo teasers and only the ones they know for sure they're coming out with.
Because they get heat.
Yeah, because Bespin Lando, right? Lando, we didn't see no Bespin Han anywhere in those teasers.
Yep. And that's a sad thing because I was waiting on Bespin Han. But who knows? Like I said, tomorrow's May the 4th. I hope they drop something.
So what are you hoping to see for May the 4th or May
this
month?
This is very hypothetically being enthusiastic on my own self. Mace Windu,
of course.
Commander Fox, General Grievous.
My question is, how do you think with General Grievous they're just gonna pull another Vulture?
That's very hard to say because they pulled a Vulture with remember the Anakin big spaceship, his starfighter?
Yeah, Jedi Starfighter.
They still have that up on Sideshow as coming soon. And I really hope. I mean, it's evident on the Starfighter. That's not coming. That's just stupid freight to ship to America or anywhere else. That's gonna kill Hot Toy collectors because they're gonna end up paying like $300 for shipping. I don't think so. But General Grievous, I really want that because that's highly possible. And
did you ever have the Sideshow Grievous?
I never thought it was great. I never thought it was good. Everything about that figure to me was off. Everything about it. I don't know how people think that's awesome. I mean, hey, you're probably looking at me like, hey, you're stupid easy, but I think they're gonna do die-cast legs, die-cast torso parts with metal.
I think they're gonna have to because you know why?
support that weight.
Yeah, the Sideshow Grievous. Every time I watch a video, they're always talking about how bad the posing is for the legs. Like it can't even stand on its own. I love. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but people literally have to do that one pose where he's like standing straight up with his arms out. Like, why is he always looking like a crab? I want to have him like in that attack mode and stuff like that. So they definitely got to do die cast, and that's going to take a large amount of money for them to engineer and stuff like that. But what were you saying?
Well, what I'm saying is that I love the fact that Sideshow gives us this big ass figure and it's this small ass damn base for it. I'm like, what's that gonna do? What is that gonna do?
I didn't even see that little circle base, right?
Yeah, from the old times.
Yeah, that's
what is that gonna do?
And he's still going for outrageous prices on the aftermarket. That's how much demand is. And usually when you see that trend going on, Hot Toys either reissues or releases. Like the Mark 40, is that the 47? The gray metallic gunmetal homecoming suit?
Yeah, I'm so mad with that figure. I had to send that back to Sideshow freaking 8 times to get the right battle damage on it. Okay?
Right.
Because there were so many issues with it.
Did you see the issues I had with my Mark 21, the golden one?
Made me cry. It made me cry, bro. I'm like, you made me actually cancel my Midas for now.
It's scary because not only that, I had that fixed. It's completely clean now. Thank God. And somebody else I know bought it, returned it because it had battle damage, returned it again. They sent it back, returned it again. And on the 3rd attempt, they said, you know what? Give me my money back. Like some Iron Man, like that's insane how much damage comes on those things. But what were we talking about? How did this?
We were talking about General Grievous and how would it be possible for Hot Toys to actually put that out for a price?
Oh, yeah.
Because the thing is, at the end of the day, it's going to be a massive piece. A lot of the R&D alone for that figure is going to rival that of an Iron Man figure.
Right,
just think about that. That means that it's going to be put out with the size and the accessories and the diecast. That figure alone is going to be $800 to $1,200. Easy.
Exactly. So with that being said, I mean, I don't think realistically, it has to be around the 300 mark to meet our standards as a consumer. I could see how it would cost that much, but $300 to $400, and I'm talking low, like $401, low 400, it'll be okay and doable. I think that's the problem that they're getting, is making it affordable for consumers at a production rate.
But the thing is, they also got to make a return. That's the thing what people that are not seeing.
To make that return.
Yeah, they want to make that return for that figure. And that's why there's a lot of people are like, yeah, I want a Grievous, but do you understand that Hot Toys needs to make money?
Yeah. What's that retail on that Hulkbuster?
Originally it was the 800 when it first came out.
Well,
but then with the Jackhammer Deluxe is $1,100.
Exactly. $1,100 right there. I mean, it's not that easy to design stuff, man. That's what a lot of people don't think about. Like, oh, it's so expensive. But then engineering these things, like some people wanted Captain America's wings to completely fold in and hug his ass like a real wing. It's a toy. You know, it's a toy, and they can't really master that form. Also, it was CGI. Yeah, and CGI. They didn't even make the thing, for God's sake. So, they can't. If they're trying their best to listen to us, but at the same time, if they listen to us, that stuff will be $500.
Well, so, I think that people are like they are listening to us. Look what they did with Tony Stank. They gave us a Tony Stark head sculpt.
They gave us a Tony Stank, and then Tony Stark came out, which it's a Mark 50 repainted. But the Mark 50's head sculpt is immaculate. I love that head sculpt. So
yeah, and the repaint is fine too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, the Tony Stank head sculpt I think is fine. The only problem is it's too skinny. And they should have added a bit more Botox in there. You know what I mean?
But he is, if you look at the film, he is skinny. But it's just the capture of the face. It's so hard to capture likenesses of someone. And Hot Toys does it every day by day, normally. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah. No, I know. I feel it on that. But yeah, General Grievous, I feel like it's going to rival that of the Hulkbuster. But your third was General Grievous. Who else we got?
Commander Fox. And I want to see them drop pre-orders Like tomorrow, May the 4th, I want to see drop pre-orders for Airborne Trooper.
Airborne Trooper.
One of my favorite troopers of all time.
Bruh.
I want to see my Airborne. I want to see the battle droids. I want to see Padme, Kit Fisto. This is way too much. But we've seen prototypes of them already. So those can be drops. Those can be pre-order drops. And the Bad Batch and like Mace Windu and General Grievous or something like that as prototypes. I'm not asking for much. I know a lot of people want Luke and, you know, like Tarkin and stuff like that, but I'm not really an old trilogy fan. I grew up on the prequels and Clone Wars, so I want my clones.
Yeah, I grew up on everything. But I do like the love they're putting, because the thing is, the prequels deserve that love. I know they got a lot of hate when it first came out, but honestly, they are, compared to sequel trilogy, the prequels are like it's fresh for breeze compared to what sequel trilogy was.
Right, and think about the people who's grown up now are the prequel fans, and we're the money ballers right now. We're grown up enough to do our own stuff with our own money, so I want to see Hot Toys give us prequel stuff, and that's why I think the prequel stuff is lighting up right now, because we're old enough now to make our own choices. When I saw Darth Maul the first time, I peed my pants because I thought he was the devil, and I had like little tiny like $10 Walmart figures. Now,
true story. My dad, he used to tell me all the time that let me see. My dad was very religious when he was growing up, but he still is.
That's funny too, because I got a story too.
Yeah. My dad, when he first saw the trailer for Darth Maul, he told me we were together. He told me that the face of Darth Maul was the devil that it was hunting my dreams when I was a kid, and he had nightmares growing up because of that moment, and it was because of a painting that my grandma bought when they were younger, and they had to throw away the painting, and then finally the nightmares stopped.
Wow,
that was the face, the Darth Maul face. Hey, it's no joke, guys.
And he said that like that exact face
used to haunt him. My dad was also he also did some fighting. It was younger too, and he used to box Darth Maul in the ring, and he always would beat him every time, and that was the nightmare face that always beat him.
And like that was before he seen Darth Maul?
This was when he was a kid.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's some creepy stuff.
Yeah, my dad used to tell me all the time, and my dad still tells me to this day that was the face that used to give him nightmares.
And you kind of feel guilty. You're like, Darth Maul. But even my dad's religious too, and he sees this thing, and he's like, that's the devil. Like, why do you have the devil in your holdings? Like, you literally have this. I'm like, I don't worship this thing. But it as evil as they look, they're so cool.
Yeah, I love my Sith Lords, man.
I love my Sithy Siths.
Yeah, man. I got my Darth Maul with Revenge of the Sith Kenobi over here. You can't see it because of all the freaking mess on my setup. You can't really see it because it's getting covered up. You do see Kenobi, I think, right here.
Yeah, Kenobi.
Right?
Yeah, I see Maul back behind you.
Yeah.
But he really does have a demon face, and people of religion will be like, oh my God. Lordy. It is pretty crazy, but what are you expecting May the 4th?
Okay, I'm expecting a lot, right? I'm expecting a lot because just for fun. But the one figure I do really want to see, actually two figures, is Bespin Han, at least a tease. You know, just a tease. And the Chewie C-3PO 2-pack. From
With
Empire
the
Strikes
bag?
Back.
And he has a bag of C-3PO?
Yes, that's the ultimate look. That's the ultimate look for Chewie and C-3PO. Is that backpack C-3PO? That's the ultimate look for Chewie at this point.
Yeah,
you know, and that's the only way you be able to sell C-3PO properly. Because people are asking, I want a 2-pack Han Solo and Chewie. I want a 2-pack C-3PO and R2-D2. I'm here like, but you gotta think bigger than that. You gotta think, because the thing is, Hot Toys already did the 2-pack from New Hope. They're gonna have to change the game with this 2-pack with C-3PO and Chewie. That's one of the best ways to do it.
Mm-hmm. I got my Chewie already. That thing is the ultimate Chewie to me. It's New Hope Chewie. Force Awakens Chewie looks like a dog, but
I hear bad things. I hear bad things about Force Awakens Chewie.
It just looks horrible. I never even bothered. I forgot about that. I had Force Awakens line too. I had Han, Old Man Han, was a really great figure. But I knew that's another thing, back to the pleather, I knew on the inside it's going to start deteriorating. That jacket was just 100% pleather, and I was like, it's got to go. As much as I love it, it's got to go.
You know, I feel like I do agree that the material needs to be updated. And also, if they're really going to drop some hella money on these prices now, going forward, it's coming. I feel like it is getting there, but we're still in the golden age of Hot Toys at the moment.
Yeah, it's cheap and we're getting top quality stuff.
Yeah, but I feel that if they're gonna amp up the price, they're gonna have to fix that lightsaber arm issue. It can't be lightsaber arms anymore. You gotta give us the actual lightsabers that light up, because they do the same. They do it for the quarter skills, Darth Vader, where you actually put in the batteries and light it up. Do the same thing. Either do the gauntlet or something, kind of like what they did with Cody, where half the gauntlet was a light up feature.
Yeah, and switching out an entire arm on some of these guys, like imagine switching out an arm on Luke right now. You can't see him, but that sleeve is so tight. Are you really like, who has I don't know, people who've done that. It's crazy. And number one, I don't even go with light up features. I tell Hot Toys all the time on my videos, don't do them. Don't do them, because they're just not worth the price. Everyone who has them, I've never seen anyone keep them lighted, because it's just such a hassle to put in batteries and it's such a hassle to switch out. I go with CFFL bulbs. They're basically little neon tubes. They look extremely real, and I've had these sabers for almost 2 or 3 years, and they're still going as if they're brand new. I absolutely love these things. They're like $120 each, which sucks, but they're worth it. I think in the end they're worth it.
Dude, yeah, they are, man. I haven't jumped in yet on CFL the lightsabers yet, which I definitely need to, because of some of the projects I'm working on this year, and hopefully when the pandemic starts slowing down and then things start picking up again, which they are, but I need things to pick up faster. I might use those lightsabers for a future project, but I'm still trying to figure out if I need to get them or not. But they look great.
They look great. They make your display like pop. They really do make it pop, but they're totally worth it in the end, because they also have a pulsating. I think you can see Dooku's. Yeah.
Are you getting Kylo?
Kylo, I am getting. And I'm getting his saber done. I talked to Chris Custom Sabers 2 days ago about getting Kylo's saber done.
Dude, I gotta see that. I gotta see that review video when the pulsating helmet starts activating in your vid. I gotta see that.
I didn't get the day one release, but I will get that hopefully soon, sometime soon.
Well, it's already selling out over there, so
he's selling out in Hong Kong. I couldn't get a hold of him. He's selling out in Hong Kong. That I didn't expect that coming from Asia. You know, on a sequel. Figure selling out. So I'm going to get Rey and Kylo Ren, which I hope they give Rey her yellow lightsaber, you know, and the...
Has Hot Toys ever done it? The last time I've seen them do that, where they added an extra accessory out of nowhere because of the ban and because it makes it more, you know, accurate to the film, was just recently the OG Mando with the... I forgot the armor type, but it's the rusted up armor. There was no indication that there was going to be electricity coming with that package. They just added the electricity to that package.
Oh, so that's what that was?
Yeah. The electricity effect for your OG Mando for the plasma rifle.
Yeah.
I
never get them out. I never use them.
Yeah.
They sag so much.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I don't use it for my Emperor, because I think you told me. I think you said it in your video that they sag after some time.
Yeah, the vinyl material.
Yeah.
A little bit of heat. Even the heat coming off of these little tiny LEDs will make it go do her. He has erectile dysfunction.
Well, it makes sense with the character, but
yeah.
Do you think Hot Toys is going to pull that off with the yellow lightsaber?
I honestly feel like they will. Because some of these things they can't release, obviously, because it's going to ruin the movie. And at the time of the prototype, I think they are giving the Anakin saber, which you can call Rey's saber, with her already. So it's kind of like a 50-50. But I think they will. Because Rey has a yellow lightsaber. I mean, that's Rey's lightsaber. So I got the final Rey, but I don't have her lightsaber. It's just, I don't know. I feel like Hot Toys needs to do that fan favor right there, because I plan on getting Rey. Surprisingly, the only figure I have of the sequels is Rey, and I got her for free. I got her for free.
I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah, Susan from at the time Sideshow gave it to me at the Star Wars celebration. When I just said, "Hey, can I have a picture with you?" and she's like, "You want a free figure?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
"You were wait, like...
free? Free?" And I was like, "Holy shit, yeah!" And she gave me Rey, and I was kind of like,
"Is this legal? I'll make it legal."
Yeah, but when she handed me Rey, I was like, "But why this one?"
Oh, really? Oh,
I didn't tell her that. I didn't say that. Of course, I didn't say that. I mean, when you're getting something for free, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
So I saw some people get Death Troopers.
Yeah, it's still a good piece, though. Not
it's
gonna
still
lie,
a magnificent piece.
It's still
squishy boobs, and she has like squishy boobs.
Yeah, I feel like people are like, depending on what happens with this Rey, if they drop the ball on this Rey, especially with the head sculpt, because a lot of people were complaining, like kind of like the Kylo, but it's the same head sculpt artist, and the artist actually did like a $1 million makeover over Kylo, which is fantastic, and I'm hoping he does the same thing with Rey.
Blew my brain when I saw the final pieces of Kylo. I wasn't gonna get Kylo Ren. I really wasn't. But when you see something that you kind of like, and they did so amazingly well, I'm gonna pick it up. So that's what happens, Hot Toys, when you do really good. You know, don't do no Tony Stanks.
Don't do more Tony Stanks. No.
No Tony Stanks. I don't want
No more Tony Stanks, man.
No more Tony Stanks.
Oh my God, is that gonna be a thing now? That's gonna be a meme. Oh my God.
You started that Tony Stank head sculpt. That's you're the guy I know it from. So
yeah, I unfortunately, yes, I've been doing that because I'm like, I heard it from a friend of mine, and my friend just kept saying it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep saying it because it's true. It's true.
It is a Tony Stank.
Mark 85 was Tony Stank.
And some people are even sitting with it like, oh, I like it. I like, stop lying to yourself. It's ugly.
You know, I love Denobi too. Like, that's my boy. I love him.
I love Denobi, man.
I love Denobi too. I watched his videos. He was another one that I enjoyed watching videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm just jumping into to pull of Hot Toys. But he does say that he loves the head sculpt, which is fine. Like, if he loves the scale sculpt, that's fine. But I can't agree with you there, Denobi. That was Tony Stank. But
I'm not going to call you a racist, but I disagree with you.
Apparently, if you did agree with somebody, you're either a freaking racist or a Trump supporter. So I'm like,
right.
Hell?
That's stupid. Like, if I disagree about a head sculpt, come on, man. Tony Stank. But yeah,
at the end of the day, I do agree with you. I think Hot Toys is definitely putting out some great stuff. And then what is that? Okay, it stopped. Okay, what is that?
I don't know what the heck they did for Star Wars. Just posted this on Disney Plus, The Force Awakens, Simpsons. It's not focusing much, but
okay, I see that.
From It's a Nap. What is this? Like, that's why Disney doesn't need to own Star Wars.
That's weird.
I swear. That's crazy. I don't like that stuff. I don't know. That's my opinion.
No, I got you. But anyway, guys, we're hitting about an hour. We should be ended in now because Easy got some plans, and I appreciate that Easy was able to do this video stream with me. We've been trying to get this working for quite a while, and we finally made it happen. And I'm hoping that we can continue doing this because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just talking about.
It's great to talk with Nate because I can relate with him because he's kind of wacky like me. Some people are too strict.
Yeah,
like, some people are like way too streamlined. I know we're here like, I gotta bug out. I gotta have my Tourette's. I just gotta bah.
Actually, the stream is actually bugging out as you're bugging out.
Really?
Yeah, it's bugging. Your side is bugging out. I was like, okay, that was good. That was good. But yeah, guys, I do agree, man. I do love the energy that you're putting out, and I agree with that energy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, guys, this guy was one of the golden dudes that got me into the Hot Toy train. So
I'm sorry.
I do blame him for that because I'm like, I had to buy display cases. And the thing is, if you hunt for display cases, you actually get them for cheap. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. People go on Facebook and find like a Hallmark or a display store or something going out, and they see these nice, beautiful cases that go for like $1,000. You'll get them for like $50.
Exactly. It's the same story will be. So, but anyway, guys, that's a whole nother topic for another day. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking us out, and of course, you guys know Easy from EzCompany Collectibles. You know him. You know him.
Yeah.
But the links are down below for his videos. Check out more of his reviews that are coming out pretty soon. The Scout Trooper review the recent one was freaking awesome. I really enjoyed the information he put out for that figure as far as like why is the pricings the way they are. Like I know you delve into some of the pricings for that because the weathering goes hand in hand, and you do weathering. So that's what I love about Easy's videos, man. Because he has an idea about.
Let me show you. Let me show you this. Just so people get an idea of what I do.
Yeah.
It started out as a bare cast. I had to cut out the eyes and everything, and this is like it was all unpainted, and this is a finished Rex helmet I did.
Wow.
That's the type of weathering I do and all that. Just to get an idea. Dude, I really like the detail. I really like to detail. Of course, the camera's not going to pick it all up. I'm not all the way done.
It's still great, though. Look at that.
I love to do detail. And it started out not even white. I had to paint it white. It was just, I mean, from the inside, you can kind of see. It was just a shell, and this is for someone that they have like a whole case. They have a whole case of just my stuff, which I'm blessed to see that. I love to see that. That's
dude,
so cool.
That's amazing work right there. So yeah, guys. By watching Easy videos, you are freaking getting the education of the things that go down with these hot toys because he has that eye. Because he does the stuff. He does his own stuff. That's what's crazy, and that looks freaking amazing. But anyway, guys, thank you for checking us out, Geek It Out, and checking out Easy. Like the guests, man, it was freaking awesome. Also, guys, I will be streaming tonight at 6 p.m. to whatever because I'll be doing a midnight stream in a way with unboxing the Vader, talking about May the 4th, and also talking about Bad Batch. Hopefully, something does pop up more, except other than the
gotta be.
It gotta be, and then more
gotta
stuff.
Be.
It's gonna be a wild week, and then May the 4th is probably gonna be the same thing with me. Another stream at 6 p.m. It's gonna be a wild week. I know everybody's doing some type of stream, but I'm just doing it just for the fun of it. So,
hold up.
What's up?
Sideshow premium format figure.
Wait, what? Oh my God! They just put that out.
Yeah, they just put out a premium format. So this is gonna be a 1/4 scale by Sideshow Collectibles. I hate that it's contrasted. So
wait, is that Rebels? That's Rebels, right?
This is Rebels. Yep, that's Rebels. That's Rebels Ahsoka Tano. White sabers. You can't see the face sculpt, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing from here, though. So
buddy of mine just sent this to me.
Wow, that's the thing. Sideshow's also putting out their own stuff too.
Yep.
But anyway, guys, as always, thank you for checking us out, and I'm yours truly, Dave Bites here, and my boy EzCompany Collectibles. And remember, we're just simple men trying to make our way in a hot toy universe.
It's just a simple do a dude's thing.
Simple dudes.
All right. Bye, guys.
Later, and may the force be with you.
Bye-bye.
Give me a second. I'm trying to cut this off.